Welcome back to the Law of Happy podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Tatner. I'm an attorney and I teach laughter as an exercise. When we laugh, we feel good and we raise our energy. This allows more good, fun things to flow into our experience. This is the Law of Happy. So let's laugh, have fun, and practice the Law of Happy together. I'm excited for you to meet today's special guest, Tal Shulman. Tal is an actor, improviser, and voiceover artist from Toronto and currently living in Vancouver, British Columbia. He's appeared on stages around the country, including playing roles at the Stratford Festival, Soulpepper, Young People's Theatre, and Manitoba Theatre for Young People. He's currently training at the Improv Centre and is the Vice President of QueerProv. Tal has a regular role on Shaq's Garage, voicing Shaquille's electric car Dawkins. So I met Tal a few years ago when we were both performing comedy at our mutual friend Fatima's cabaret event in Toronto. Tal is always looking for ways to make people laugh, and I have to say he has a real gift for putting people at ease, allowing them to laugh and let go. In today's chat, I had the opportunity to personally thank Tal for helping me with just that. Tal and I explore the connection between laughter and vulnerability, and we do some fun laughter exercises together. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Tal. Hi, Tal.
Hello, hi.
Hi, I'm so excited that you're a guest today on the Law of Happy podcast. Thank you so much for being here. It's an
Thank you for
honor.
having me.
Yay, I'm so excited. So
It's so good to
Tal,
see you.
you too, because I saw you. We were both performing at a comedy event that our mutual friend Fatima was hosting at a cafe in Toronto
Yeah.
a few years ago now. And it was so amazing to meet you and to see you perform. And you're incredibly talented, so funny, and I love your energy. And so that's why I
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
excited to have you here, just to reconnect like this.
I feel the same way. It was you're like I feel like you did something with like puppets or something, right?
You know what? I think I was dressed up as one big puppet. Like I was
Oh,
actually, I have it right there, but I won't go get it because it's going to just throw
yeah,
off
yeah.
my setup right now. But basically, I was wearing this bumblebee around my neck and a chalkboard around my neck. And
Yes, yes.
I just happened to wear these hearts once in a while, and so I think they were red at the time, and these are different sets. I didn't buy them, so these are pink. Anyway, all that to say, I was dressed up and may have looked like a puppet. And I actually love puppets, so I have a bunch of them. So you're onto something here.
Okay.
But yes, but I did clown. I call it stand-up inspirational clowns. And you were doing stand-up, right?
Yeah, we did like a few of us, I think we're doing improv as well. But that was the one and only time in my life that I've ever tried stand up was that night,
What?
which
You're
is
joking.
another imprint on my mind of that
No,
night.
but hang on a second. That's crazy. Honest, seriously. But you're a performer. But you're saying that was your first time doing stand-up.
Stand up specifically. Yeah, yeah.
I'm genuinely blown away because
Wow.
it looked like you had been doing it for years. And personally, I find that stand-up happens, I think, my personal subjective opinion, I think that stand-up always seemed to me like the most challenging
Yeah,
of
me
the
too.
live performing arts, because you're like, people are sitting there literally like thinking, I think, make me laugh, and like, no
Yeah, they
pressure.
have a very specific intention, which is like it's both, right? Because like they have the intention to laugh, they want to
Right.
laugh, they're coming to laugh. So I feel like the bar is low in that respect, but it feels super
Mhm.
high because it's they expect me to yeah.
But when you stood up and performed, I couldn't breathe. I just,
Oh my gosh.
because I was laughing so hard. Okay, just wanted to clarify.
No,
But
I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying that.
you're really a natural, and
Thank you.
I'll just say that. Yeah, it's amazing. But you do improv.
I do improv. Yeah. I think improv, like where I have found to be the most challenging, but also the most like fun is like long form improv. So I think a lot of people think of when they think of improv, they think of the games like the question game or freeze tag or stuff like that, which are super fun. I have like a group that I'm training with right now, and it's like a little cohort, and we perform once a month. And we've done these like long form, like we did a full Hallmark channel, like romantic comedy movie. So we, in 40 minutes, the like seven of us like did a movie based on suggestions from the audience. Like it was
Wow.
so fun. It's so scary, but that's so rewarding.
That's what you find the most rewarding and fun.
Vancouver has like, this huge improv scene like that I was not expecting. I moved to Vancouver from Toronto with this like notion or this idea that I was going to try film and television in earnest, try to pursue that stuff in earnest. And the theater bug just bites and it latches
Mhm.
on. I knew of this company in Vancouver. It's called Tightrope Theater. So I started to get involved with them and then met people and then started like integrating into that community where I met some people that were involved in QueerProv, which is where I am now. It's just like an all queer improv company. I want to say around there's like a roster of like 20 to 30 queer improvisers in Vancouver. We have a show every Wednesday, and the artistic director picks like 7 to 10 people per show to do. So some Wednesdays I'm on, some Wednesdays I'm not, but that is what I'm regularly doing. And that is like a big part of my life right now.
Oh,
Unexpectedly and also on purpose. Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds amazing. And I want to mention too, we're going to have the links to where people can find you and come see you.
Right.
We'll have that in the show notes. And so people can check out those links. And I have to ask you, Tal, you bring so much joy and fun to people's lives through the work that you do. And that's incredible. And I want to ask you, what brings you joy, or how do you have fun? Or do you have any
Mm.
tools or techniques that you incorporate into your life to keep yourself feeling good or having fun?
So I have a tumultuous relationship with fun. They say I saw it in a play recently and I was like, oh, that resonates. Of no one who takes fun as seriously as me can be happy or something like that. Like no one I feel like I do take fun very seriously and it can feel like work. But so I do think it's important to have a life outside. I'm not great at it, I'll be honest with you. The work itself brings me a ton of joy and
Yeah.
taking classes and getting better at things. I'm a Capricorn, I'm goal oriented. I want to do the thing, I want to get good at it. So I find that when I'm in like a work, when I say work, comedy and acting, I don't mean an office job, but what I
Mhm.
find that I'm very fulfilled by the work, so I feel very like alive in it. And when I'm in a moment without it, that's where I start to stumble, my mental health takes twists. So I that is where I would love some techniques from you about how to stay afloat in those times. But right now, what's working for me is taking classes and
Mm.
working towards my professional goals and artistic goals, and one day at a time.
Oh, of course. And you're
Yeah.
doing what you love. And that's amazing. We're all human, no matter what we know or do or practice, we're human. Of course, even if we're usually, or for the most part, doing things that we love or doing things that make us feel good, we can still have days or moments or periods where we don't feel so great. That's completely
Totally.
normal. And that's why I'm doing this. One of the reasons I'm doing this podcast is to share this with others, like to share all these inspirational chats or inspiring chats and tools that I'm learning from other people. They're practicing and sharing the tools that
Yeah.
work for me. And so I would love to do a laughter exercise if you'll join me.
Let's
If
do
this is okay. Okay, cool.
it.
You know what? For me, laughter is a quick way to feel better or feel good and to boost my energy and to raise my vibration. And that's what I love. That's why I love comedy so much, because of course, if I find something funny, I will laugh. But laughter as an exercise or laughter yoga allows me to get the benefits of laughing. So doing these laughter exercises where I'm just like simulating the laughter, it's gotten my laughter muscle more
Ah,
active, because when I was a child, I would laugh out loud and laugh a lot with my friends, but then I was quickly told by adults when I was a child, like, keep it down.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. It's not
you're too
polite or
exactly. So I
yeah.
stopped laughing out loud. And then as a teenager, I just wasn't anyway. So I wanted to get back
I
into
know
it because it
exactly
just
what you mean.
okay. I like to do the self-love laughter exercise. Okay. And this is how it goes. So I'll demonstrate and then we can do it together.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to place my left hand on my right shoulder, like the opposite shoulder, and my right hand on the other shoulder. So like I'm basically hugging myself. And I'm going to give myself a squeeze and smile and just get excited and then start laughing. You're gonna just keep hugging myself and laugh. And then I might, if I feel like I want to, if I give myself consent, I will give myself a kiss on my hand or my shoulder.
Oh.
Laugh and the other hand. Okay. So I call that the self-love laughter
Oh, I
game.
love that.
Cute. I love it too. It makes me happy. Okay. So we can try it together. So we
Let's
can
do it.
take one hand, place it on the opposite shoulder, take your other hand and place it on the other shoulder and squeeze yourself gently or however feels good. And you can shake a little bit, like move, twist and laugh. Love me. Oh, and I appreciate you. And
You're
love.
right, it is a muscle because my cheeks are sore.
Yes.
Yeah.
It massages a lot of muscles in the body,
Yeah.
laughing, just smiling like that. It massages the facial muscles
Yeah.
and gets them moving. And when we're laughing from our belly, it massages all of the abdominal muscles. There's so many benefits to laughing for an extended period of time and deeply.
Uh-huh.
When you get all of the physiological and psychological benefits, it releases the feel-good hormones, it reduces the cortisol, like the stress hormones,
Right.
and it's just great for so many reasons. I feel good knowing there are so many health benefits, and at the end of the day, it just makes me feel good. And
yeah, I mean,
and they say there's a reason why they say laughter is the best medicine.
yeah, right, right.
And it's also helped me at comedy shows or at improv shows, wherever where there's comedy involved. I will laugh more freely. You know what?
Yes.
Comedians used to heckle me in shows sometimes because I'm sitting there in the audience and I'm being polite, like I'm sitting there and I'm smiling, like I'm trying to look pleasant because I am enjoying the experience, but I was not a laugh out loud person. And sometimes a comedian, if they saw me, they would say to me, "What's wrong? Like, why aren't you laughing?" And I was like, "Oh my God." Anyway, all this to say, choosing to laugh as an exercise has gotten me to my laugh to just be more free. So now I will laugh out loud. And like I said, when you were performing, I couldn't breathe because I was genuinely laughing. So
I love that. I love that because I think that when we're texting LOL, for example, no, we're never laughing out loud. I feel like, like there is so much of, sorry, my dog wants to say hi.
What kind of dog?
She's a cockapoo named Frankie.
Frankie, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I love you. I love you.
She can tell that there's good vibes going on over here. Yeah, we don't laugh out loud all the time. And because we keep so much to ourselves and it's like embarrassing. And it is a release. And in this late stage capitalist society, we don't want to release too much.
Right, exactly. And do you find that you're able, you've got a great laugh, so I feel like you're someone who can laugh freely, but do you find you can laugh freely?
Where at like improv shows, at comedy shows, I do find that I do have access to that because I come from a comedy background. In a comedy bar, I feel very comfortable. I know how it works. But in spaces where we feel less comfortable, the first thing that we don't want to show is vulnerability when we're off our game. And I think laughter is vulnerable.
Yes, yes. And Cal, I have to tell you something. I am a private person, but anything that can inspire somebody or help somebody, I want to share. And also, you helped me so much that I just want to tell you a few years ago at the event where you performed your stand-up, which was amazing. And I performed my inspirational clown, that I like to call it. A few days before the show, I had a miscarriage, and a
Oh,
few days before
wow.
the show. And I thought, how am I going to do this? It was, of course, devastating, and I was going through the grieving process, all the stages, and just allowing myself to feel all of the different emotions and everything and
Yeah.
grieve. And I thought, how am I going to not only go to a show, but and then perform? And I didn't know how I was going to do this, but I just something in me was not allowing me to cancel. At first I thought, because I don't want to let anyone down, and I wanted to, if I can inspire somebody through my uh, performance, I will. And then I realized it's going to help me
Mm.
as well. I believe you performed before I did, because I just remember being so thankful for many reasons that I went that night. What helped me so much during that period was your performance. I couldn't believe the laughter, because I hadn't laughed
Wow.
for a little while. Just being there, experiencing your performance and your energy, and
Wow.
I was I was just so relieved. It was so cathartic to be able to laugh and to feel relief through the release of the laughter, and to feel a bit better and a bit better and better. And it was like, oh my God, it was just so healing and therapeutic. And I was so thankful for that you were there, and that you were being you on stage, and that Fatima was holding the space, and also doing everything that she's amazing at doing with
Yeah.
performing and everything, and bringing people together. Anyway, all this to say, it was just
Wow.
such a profound experience with the laughter and the comedy, and everything that you brought with your own story and energy and everything.
Thanks for sharing that. That is you like yeah, that is huge things to carry, and then to be so vulnerable and exposing on stage. It's very impressive. Or I don't know, I'm very moved by how you moved through that night.
Thank you. And it was a process, like it,
Yeah, of course.
because a few days earlier, everything just seemed like it came crashing down, and I just didn't even know how. It was just, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I won't relive that, but it was
Yeah, of course.
devastating. What helped me was shifting my one thought at a time, where I just
Mm.
thought, at first I thought it felt overwhelming to think, oh my God, now I'm going to go to this event and perform. But I just practiced one thought that gave me a bit of relief, to
Wow.
another thought.
Right.
Then the next thing, then I'm there. And then I just allowed myself to
You're
be,
laughing and yeah.
yeah. And I just was thinking of laughter as an exercise, thinking that, you know what, I'm not laughing at what I'm dealing with. I'm just using
Yes.
laughter as a tool to help me raise my energy, feel a bit better, and just give me some, relief. And so, all this to say, it was just an incredible learning, growing experience. And you were a huge part of that.
Uh, I appreciate that. I
Thank
think
you.
like what this is just triggering for me in my remembrances is I think that we do a lot of work, like inner work, to help the outside, to heal ourselves so that we don't perpetuate like toxic behaviors, or to heal our inside so that we can navigate the world in a positive and thoughtful way. That's all great stuff. But I don't encounter enough of what can I do externally to make me feel good inside? Can I just do a laugh and then feel good? I feel like that is also a way of working through these things. Just do the laugh and the good feeling will follow, type of thing, instead of waiting for the
Yes.
good feeling to do the laugh.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I love
Yeah.
how you've expressed that. It's true. And it gets me to think about it again too, because some days I'll like just feel like I said, we're all human. And even though I know all my laughter exercises and why it's good and blah, 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 sometimes I'll be so caught up in, let's say, frustration or another strong, not so great feeling emotion, which is
Yeah, yeah.
normal. And then I'll forget. So like I'll have, I don't know, now I call them laughter buddies, like somebody who also knows about laughter as an
Right.
exercise. And in this case, it was my mom. I was speaking to her and I was just feeling so overwhelmed. And she said to me, you know what? Let's just laugh. And she started laughing. And I was like, and then we kept doing it. And her laugh was making me laugh and simulated.
Exactly.
And then I was just like, okay, I just felt like it just felt cathartic and it just helped me move and shift my energy. And
Yeah.
I found that the rest of the day flowed and everything seemed to fall into place. And it was late afternoon and we were able to shift the energy, and the rest of the afternoon and evening just flowed and felt so much better because of what started off as simulated laughter.
Yeah.
So Tal, I have a question because of your, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I think you're used to it with the improv. Right?
Put me on the spot.
Okay. What would be a fun laughter exercise that we can do just to laugh one more time together?
Oh, interesting. I am on the spot.
No, okay.
Or we can laugh.
1 second.
No.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend, it's like my worst nightmare. I'm going to pretend that I'm up on stage and I've just, that's not my word. I love being on stage. But here, I'll tell you what the nightmare is. Okay, being on stage, I love it. Being on stage, and then let's say starting to do some of my clown stand up. But nobody's laughing. That can be stressful.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's like silence. Nobody's laughing, and you're like, oh my God. Is my microphone, like, can they hear me? Is everyone okay? But anyway, there's no laughter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the no laughter from the audience laughter exercise. So I am up on stage, I'm pretending I'm on stage, and there's no laughter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to laugh at the situation.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to, I don't want to call it failing, but it's okay to fail. That's what I love about clown, because we learn to find the fun in the fail.
And in those spaces, in improv or stand-up or clown, when there is that quote unquote failure, we all experienced it together, right? So we might as well acknowledge it. Like we all saw that joke didn't land, so I might as well say that. Okay, you guys really didn't like that one, and then we can laugh at that.
Yeah, so let's do it. Okay. I love how you said that. So what did you say again?
You guys really didn't like that one.
I love it. And actually, that's a laughter yoga exercise where we laugh at ourselves, where you like point your index finger at yourself.
I love that. Look at this guy.
I just had so much fun talking with you. And I want to know, is there a question that I did not ask you that you think I should have asked you? And what would your answer be?
I think you started to ask what my favorite type of live performance was. I just love them all for such different reasons. But I think what really gets me ultimately is my love of acting, like above all, is being in a really good play. And I think there was a time where it was like Shakespeare for me, like it was the classics. And it definitely has a special place in my heart because I get to be like big and bold and these huge characters that I love to do. So that, and also I'm just trying to gain a tolerance or something for holding space for sensitivity and vulnerability in myself, because I do go straight to the joke and I can make people laugh. And so I rely on that. So I think the next level up of my life is this acknowledging, respecting, and allowing for a maturity and a groundedness, and to allow for sensitivity in my work. It doesn't all have to be a joke. That's my answer.
Okay, I like your answer. I like your intentions that you're setting and everything that you're doing and going to be doing. I love where you are now. You're doing what you love. Very inspiring and exciting. This was so much fun. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for your
Thank
time and for having
you.
been a guest. I love your energy and I love chatting with you. And
Thanks for
I hope
having
to
me.
thank you so much, Tal. So big virtual hugs and I hope to speak to you and laugh with you again soon.
Okay, I can't wait. Thank
Me
you.
too. Okay, bye.
Okay,
Goodbye,
goodbye.
laughter. Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having tuned into this Law of Happy episode. If you smiled, laughed, or felt inspired, please subscribe, rate, review, and share the Law of Happy podcast with someone you'd love to have fun with. And if you'd like to laugh with me as a guest on the show or in a customized program, you can email me at lauren@lawofhappy.com. I look forward to laughing with you soon.